Well, good morning, everyone. I thought after the convention I'd give you a few days off. I'm here today in the hopes that Connecticut politics are in the process of permanent change. As you all know, I support campaign finance reform. And in some senses, I'm having this press conference at this hour of the day because I'm not locked in a room raising money, which is exactly the position I was in 4 years ago. In a bunker, dialing for dollars, so that we might be able to compete in an August 8th primary. Well, now I got 2 extra days to campaign, and I don't have to do the dialing for dollars. So my proposal is to have a different kind of campaign. Because after all, what we hear from editorial boards, from some of the people in this room, from the general public, is that they're looking for a different style of campaigning in Connecticut. And because we have election finance reform, and because I have a candidate taking me on in a primary who can rely on his family's wealth for the purposes of paying for his campaign, this is my proposal. Since we don't have to spend time in the bunker, let's spend time in every city that has a daily newspaper. And almost every one of those cities has a radio station as well. What I'm calling for is a series of debates. Use our time appropriately. Engage in a discussion. Test one another's intellect. Test one another's concepts of governance. Test one another's experience and the applicability of that experience to a state in crisis. So what I'm proposing is that we have a different kind of campaign that all of us in this room and all of you have longed for so many years. This, after all, is the outcome of campaign finance reform. More time for more debate. So I'm asking Mr. Lamont to join me in this endeavor. Now, I couldn't have come up with this concept, this idea, without thinking perhaps of the greatest series of debates in our nation's history. As you know, Lincoln debated Douglas, stood toe-to-toe. 7 debates across the state of Illinois. Actually, the original proposal was to do 9, but they took 2 of them off because they realized they'd already each given substantial addresses in each of the other 2 congressional districts. Those debates lasted a minimum of 3 hours. One of them, I'm told, went as long as 8 hours. They started with a 60-minute opening statement by one candidate, followed by a 90-minute opening by the other, followed by a 30-minute rebuttal by the first candidate. Now, I know some people's attention spans are not as long as they were in 1857, but I also know that people are yearning for information. People want to be informed. People want to feel that they're part of the process. I know this is a groundbreaking concept, and some of you might even dismiss it. There is no preconceived ground rules. I think what we should do is reach out to the Connecticut Daily Newspaper Association and the Connecticut Broadcasters Association and other organizations and bring them in to get this job done. So that's the reason I called this press conference. And it's the reason that I think we can have a year of history continue. Campaign finance reform, clean elections, no need to be on the phone, an open and honest debate in every community with a daily newspaper. I'm Dan Malloy, and I approve this message.